Hello everybody, it's been a while, so I'm going to catch you up on the highlights here. I've made myself a list, because otherwise I'll never keep it straight. Here we go. Among other things, I have been on a trail ride. We went to this place right down the road, Nacho and one of the other students and I, and there you pay your 10 euros and they take you on a trail ride, and it was really nice. My horse was a little weird at times, but still, it was really nice. We saw some really pretty countryside stuff that I'd never seen before, and it was totally worth it. So that was a lot of fun. Nacho and I one day decided we would go into Sevilla, and we went to 2 different tack shops, and we're looking around at horse stuff. And I needed a new pair of sunglasses because mine broke and that sort of thing. I ended up buying a bridle, which was kind of funny because I bought it for 20 euro, which is like $24. Complete with reins, everything, flash nose band, all that. $24. I was like, that's great. You know, it's not the best leather. If it breaks, who cares? It's $24. So, I'll show it to you. It's actually a different color than what it used to be. It's got this brow band, and then it was a lot lighter, and since it was not the best leather, Jose Antonio told me that what you do with that is you soak it in oil. Oil is the answer to everything here. So that's what I did. I soaked it in oil. And so now it's really dark, but it was too light, so now that it's too dark, it actually matches. So, perfect. I also bought a brow band, which will now match that bridle, but it also matches the bridle I already have. And it goes like this. And it's great because it's like typical Spanish, but it definitely keeps the flies off their face. And it was cheap, so I was like, hey, look, I'm going to make Rain into a little Spanish pony. So, yay, fun. That was our trip to Sevilla. We had the second of the back-to-back weekends of horse shows that I was telling you about in the last video. That one I didn't compete in because it was for 16 and under. So I went to watch, which was still fun. It was a little over an hour away, so it's kind of far, but it was a little over an hour away in the direction of the beach. So after the conclusion of Saturday's events, we packed up all the kids and went over to the beach and spent the afternoon at the beach, which was really fun. We went with all of our group and then the other group from Galapagar, which is where we had the show the weekend before, and we're good friends with them, and you know, so it was fun, and got to hang out with them the whole day. Did stay the night that time because there wasn't really any chance of me falling off, so I did stay the night in the tent, and that was it was fun. Not a lot of sleep, but still a lot of fun. The show was a lot of fun. It was different. It was, the first day was like a trail course kind of thing with obstacles. I've just put up pictures of that on Facebook as well, so you can go look at those. And then the second day was just a really like short little dressage test thing. So yeah, but that was fun. Got to spend the whole day with a bunch of people. Craziest barn, craziest like setup I've ever seen. There's pictures of that too. You'll enjoy those. What else did I do? Yeah, then after that, I kind of had like a little sadness thing because I had another week to kill before my internship was going to start, and I was like, I'm a little bored and I don't know what I'm doing, and I feel like I'm all alone because I have a ton of friends. I have a ton of friends, but they're just all over the place, you know, because the riding school that I was here with last year broke up, so they all went to like, you know, 3 or 4 different riding schools from there, so they're all split up. People that I know from Sevilla are split, like, are in different places, and also they're in Sevilla, and now I live outside the city, which makes it a little more difficult to meet up with people. I have a bunch of friends from church, and they live in all different areas. So I got through this one little point, and even Nacho noticed it. He's like, you were a little bit sad today, and his parents noticed it too, so I must have been really, like, down for the day. But got over it. Picked up the phone, called a friend of mine from church, and because he knows how to play chess, and I was like, do you want to play chess? Because I was desperate for something to do. And so I met up with him. We went to this little Indian place, and it was like Oriental more so than Indian, I guess, and like they had just a really interesting ambiance, but you could play. They had all sorts of games there, and you know, you could order smoothies, which were really good. We got some of those, and we played chess for a while. He showed me this really famous like Spanish board game. Apparently, every kid has played. it has geese on it. Don't know really why, but that's what it is. So that was fun, and I've done a lot of stuff with church people. We went and we were playing pool at one point after we had gone out to dinner. They showed me this place where there's the river. It extends down to another town, and it's really pretty, and you can walk along the side of the river there. They took me there. We've done a lot so far. Thursday nights are cool because we have, churches on Sunday, but we also have Thursday night. We meet up and have prayer, which is just nice. Everybody gets together, and there's always some fun time before and after. And, sometimes the groups of us go out other places afterwards, which is nice. Let's see. Yeah. Nacho's parents have had some family and friends come over, and so that gets us talking about, especially at dinner, it's we end up talking politics, and so I'm trying to discuss healthcare and how it is in the U.S. and what they're trying to pass, and whether you support public or private, and it's just really interesting. And I'm trying to explain all this complicated stuff in Spanish, which is just funny. Two other Americans are at church. They told me this really funny story about a soda machine, because apparently the Burger King just got free refills. So the Spaniards have never had the little machine where you can go up and put the cup under and push the button and have the stuff come down. So apparently when they got it, no one knew what to do. And so people, they were spilling things everywhere. There were cups and ice cubes and things just everywhere. And they told me about this little man who set the cup down and then pushed the button. And of course, since it falls really far, it makes it really fizzy. So it started to overflow, so he stopped. He waited for it to fizz down, and then he pushed it again and let it fall. And then waits for it to fizzle down, pushes it again, and repeats until his cup is full. He didn't realize you could hold it up to it and then push it. You can just let it sit there. They're so funny when they don't know what to do. They just don't understand. The other thing, I've been trying my hand at cooking. Well, baking, really. And so I made chocolate chip cookies, okay, but they don't have chocolate chips. You cannot find chocolate chips in this country. I'm dead serious. How terribly sad is that? So, made it with a chopped up candy bar. Also don't have vanilla. Brown sugar is just the same texture as white sugar, only brown. That's also kind of awkward. Makes it, my apple crisp turned out okay, but once again, the sugar was a little weird. So it's what am I going to do with that? Yeah, so that was fun. I'm going to cut it off here because I think I'm running out of time. And I want to make sure I get through all this stuff concerning my job. So hang on.